I've set this up at the moment to produce two different samples. Now at a very low level, it's going to play back a string sample. Hear the horns coming in. That's set to produce a sample of horns at a much higher velocity. So really useful. That's without using any of the layering functions that you can do, where you can layer sounds on top of one another. I'm going to talk about that, as I say, in the detailed programming sections that are going to follow this. But all I'm talking about at the moment is how those individual samples, which is there a string sample and a piano sample, can actually be used together and triggered from this keyboard. We can have up to 4 samples playing at once, and as you can imagine, if you can set them at different levels, you could have strings, trumpets, pianos and all sorts of things going along at the same time. And we'll discuss the use of multi-samples much later when we go into the detailed programming. But again, at this stage you need to understand that the Korg sounds are based on tones, which are samples of real sounds that are triggered when you press the keys down, and they're hitting them with different amounts of velocity or force. Will depend on how those samples are played back, and that gives you an opportunity to produce sounds which are less static.